If nobody else can do it, you can leave it to me. Got a fetish for being reckless and it's easy to see. Danger, danger, not a thing can defeat the beast on a hunt, seeking where to sink in his teeth. If nobody else can do it, you can leave it to me.
Hey guys, Marky here, and I'm going to show you the basics of crafting in the Repopulation. The crafting system for a lot of you people might be a little bit difficult, and all new players that have not played Ultimate Online or Star Wars Galaxy. But I'm here to show you today a very simple and easy way to help you along with your crafting, so that way you don't have to feel left out in the dark, and you can easily pick it up from this video, where there's a lot of people in your general chat you can ask. They'll help you out and explain to you. So right now, let's just go with the first step of crafting. Hit G. That game database will help you and hold your hand through here. So whatever trade you decide to do, pick up everything, because you will need half a dozen of crafting abilities to better help you on one. Everything requires everything mostly. It's kind of a realistic thing, you know. If you're going to build a gun, you might need, you know, certain components for metalworking, for mining, from cybernetics to robotics. It kind of ties in together. So right now, I'm just going to show you a basic one, and you guys do remember this from the tutorial at the start. It did explain it. It just sometimes it's hard to understand. So you have your ingredients and your agents on this. So this uses refining agent. So to know what a refining agent is, just hover over. Like here, I have some wood. It is a heat source and refinement agent. Heat source could be used in a lot of crafting ingredients for like making distilled water, etc., etc. And refinement agent is what we're going to use for ore. It's not only wood. There's also gypsum clusters. If you see where my mouse is hovered over here, it's also a refinement agent. So you can use this or the wood or whatever's much easier for you to find, and you're gonna have to collect abundance of wood. Don't think 50 is gonna cover you. Hundreds and hundreds. Gathering 1,000 wood will give you at least 20 minutes of crafting time, whatever you're making. So, show you an example. I got my iron ore going in. Oh, and down here, this is just a history. This shows you your combinations that you've done that have worked. If you can see that, bam, bam, bam. So, as you can see, I can't do nothing right now because you need to fill up 3 slots. So you can take the same wood right here in my inventory, just drag it over, drop, drag it over, drop. And there you go. And just hit all. Oh. Now if you do get this, if you do want to use the distilled water, just gives you a better chance. Just to default. Hit all. Can't stop me now. Finish. There you go. Now, that's the easiest thing to do. What we just crafted was a refined iron bar. Whatever material you're using, you'll get iron, you can get copper, and some of the properties would depend on different metal. So not all metal will be used in the same crafting recipe. Some of them are very anal, and rather you use gold or rather use copper than iron bar, and etc. Let's go ahead and close this, and now let's go through the complicated part that a lot of people have a hard time with. So let's close down mining, and let's go back into vehicle engineering because it requires a bunch of dozen. So as you can see, I'll open up this. I hit auto. I can see here with my history I've done before. So I do have 2 ingredients, but I don't have a bonding agent. Okay, you can craft your own bonding agent. You can find your own bonding agent, but you can also, if you're in a crafting workshop, just buy from the vendor. It's 60 credits for 5, so that's pretty cheap. And now we have to talk about finding how to make certain items. So micro wires is, as you can see, I don't have any. Actually, I do. It's in my bank, but for this video, we're just gonna go ahead and click on recipes on the game database. This will help you. Now we want to find where micro wires are. Micro. Alright. So micro wires are actually gold micro wires. Now right now it tells me metalworking. So let's close. You can leave the vehicle tab. So let's go to metalworking. Here it is right here. And let's do gold micro wires. Its ingredient is a heat source and a refined metal. Alright, let's go. Uh-oh. As you can see, I put the ingredients I needed. This is a heat source, and this is refined metal. But it says the ingredients do not produce a result. Please try another combination. A lot of resources, like I said earlier, are dependent on certain ore and certain metals or different refining agents. It has a very specific combination. This will not make the combination I need for this specific skill. So what you would use in this one is essentially a gold refined metal, which you can find gold. If you can't buy these micro wires or get them, you can easily just go in the auction house. Some players are very generous and some for very cheap. So if you can't make that, you're gonna have to go gathering for a while until you find it. But let's just continue on with another way of making an item. So we can't make that, so let's go back to the break upgrades. I think it was break upgrades. No, it was vehicle chassis. Alright. So now we need to find out how to make vehicle chassis mode. Oh, it's right here, but as you can see, it is a bugged into the patch. See, simply disabled. So for the lack of that, let's just go ahead and go into robotics and see a better example. So for the CPU, I have the batteries, or the little chippy things, whatever you want to call them. Can't really see the name, it's blocked by the HUD bug there that's going on. So electro parts, okay. Let's type in electrode. Oh, it's electroplate. Okay, there we go. So electroplate. Is it that? That's weird. Okay, it's a skill is a mining. So let's go back to mining. There it is right there. So here's a combination I use. You know, you got your flux. Flux is a component. Borax cluster is a flux. And that'll give me my set electrical plate. And there we go. Now, just to help you guys along a little bit more, let's go back into, I think it was the CPU and robotics. The heat sink. So let's type in just double checking. Here it is right there. Metalworking. Oh. Oh, was it metalworking? My bad. Right here. And there you go. All I'm missing is a bonding agent, and I can craft it. So there you go. That's how you craft. Just use the game database to help you navigate what you need. Pick up every skill. If you're going to be crafting, pick up every skill. It is essential to you to do that. And that's the best way to explain it. And if there's any questions, leave a comment in the video below, and I'll be happy to get back to you. And anything that I left out in this video, let me know. I will put it in another video to help you guys out. But I hope this is able to help you guys with the crafting. As in finding the resources, like where to get the ore, you're just going to have to explore, and some players are generous to give you, I guess, a waypoint. Yeah, waypoint, that's what they're called. Or coordinates. So Until next time.
Not a thing can defeat the beast on a hunt, seeking where to sink in his teeth. If nobody else can do it, you can